In the quiet farming village of Umudara, 12-year-old Miracle lives with her widowed uncle, Israel, after losing both parents in a mysterious accident years earlier. Their home is a small mud house on the edge of the village. Uncle Israel is not a warm man. He rarely smiles, speaks only when necessary, and shows little affection. Yet every day before dawn, he works tirelessly on his farm to ensure Miracle never goes hungry and remains in school. Miracle sees none of his sacrifices. All she sees is poverty. Every day she watches other children carry beautiful school bags, wear polished shoes, and talk about visiting the city during holidays. She grows ashamed of her life, comparing herself constantly to others. In her heart, resentment replaces gratitude. She becomes convinced that her uncle is the reason her life is miserable. One morning, as Uncle Israel prepares to leave for the farm, Miracle refuses to go to school because her worn-out school bag embarrasses her.
Look at this bag. It is completely torn. The other children have nice new bags.
Knowing he cannot afford one until after harvest, Uncle Israel ignores the tantrum and orders her to come with him to the farm instead.
If you refuse school, you come to the farm.
Angered by his response, Miracle lashes out, comparing him to other men in the village who have built better lives for their families. Uncle Israel, exhausted by years of silent sacrifice, replies bitterly that those men still had parents to help them. If she truly wants a better life, he says, she should go to her wealthy relatives on her late father's side who abandoned her after the funeral. His words cut deep. Tears fill Miracle's eyes as years of rumors finally spill from her lips. She accuses him of being responsible for her parents' deaths, claiming the entire village believes he killed them.
How could you do this to us? We trusted you with everything. You ruined our lives.
For the first time since she came to live with him, Uncle Israel loses his temper. He slaps her hard across the face and warns her never to repeat such an accusation. Shocked by his own actions, he storms away to the farm, leaving Miracle crying outside the house. As she nurses the sting on her cheek, Miracle convinces herself that the slap is proof of his guilt. If he is innocent, why become so angry? Questions she has buried for years begin to consume her. Her parents were said to be wealthy before they died. If that was true, where did everything go? Why are they still living in poverty? Had Uncle Israel stolen everything after killing them?
Miracle,
Israel
I'm sorry.
apologizes later that evening.
It's alright, Uncle.
Miracle accepts only out of fear. In her heart, she no longer trusts him. She withdraws from him completely and secretly begins planning to leave his house forever. Days later, what seems like an answer to her prayers arrives. A well-dressed man from the city introduces himself as Matthew, her late father's younger brother. Miracle is overwhelmed with excitement, believing her wealthy family has finally come to rescue her.
I'm your father's younger brother.
My uncle?
Uncle Israel, however, reacts with open hostility. He orders Matthew to leave immediately and refuses every attempt at conversation or reconciliation. When Matthew offers Miracle money, Uncle Israel
Take this. Buy yourself something nice. She doesn't need your money.
Argument that quickly attracts curious villagers. As the crowd grows, Uncle Israel grabs his cutlass and threatens Matthew to leave before things turn violent. Wearing a calm smile, Matthew asks loudly whether Uncle Israel plans to kill him the same way he supposedly killed his own brother and sister-in-law. Gasps ripple through the gathering crowd. Uncle Israel begins trembling with rage and shame. Unable to defend himself, he turns on the villagers instead, shouting for everyone to leave his compound. After the confrontation, Uncle Israel collapses onto the ground, emotionally drained. Miracle, now more convinced than ever that the rumors are true, stares at him in fear. Through trembling lips, she asks if he really killed her parents.
Uncle, is this true?
Uncle Israel says nothing. He simply picks up his cutlass and disappears into the house. That night, Miracle cannot sleep. She decides she will run away at the first opportunity. The following morning, dressed in her school uniform, she quietly leaves home. Instead of going to school, she searches for Uncle Matthew and finds him just as he is preparing to return to the city. Tearfully, she begs him to take her away, claiming she fears Uncle Israel will eventually kill her too. Although Matthew hesitates for a moment, he notices villagers watching from a distance and warmly agrees to take her with him. As Miracle sits inside Matthew's car and they drive away from the village, a troubling thought suddenly crosses her mind. If Uncle Israel truly murdered her parents, why was he the only one who raised her when every wealthy relative abandoned her? She quickly pushes the thought aside, convincing herself that guilt must have forced him to keep her. Back in the empty compound, news reaches Uncle Israel that Miracle has left with Matthew. His strength leaves him. He sinks to the ground and breaks down in tears. I should have told her the truth, he whispers. I thought she was too young to carry such a body.
Forgive me. I thought I was protecting you.
What do you think Uncle Israel is hiding? Haven't subscribed yet? Subscribe now to discover what happens next.